This is the critic versus the people. I am the critic. You are the people. Hey, I got a couple of more things to set up. So I'm gonna let y'all watch what I got in the back, man. As you can see, the stock room is a little different. It's getting there. Still got a little work to do. So give me a second. I have to put up my lights, but I got got today's show and last show that we're gonna talk about. Let me bring these lights up a little bit. So give me a second. Yes, sir. Yeah. I want to also power up my other camera. That way I can record at both at the same time. So give me a second. Should have been prepared, but I wasn't. It's my Nikon 32, 832. My bad. See how much juice on this mug. All right. Let's get it started then. I need to keep them batteries charged up, but since I don't, it is what it is. Make sure that I'm gonna bring this camera up. Hey, what's good? It's the critic versus the people. This mug sliding all over the place, so hopefully I got it. I got it in a good spot. But yeah, man. Start over, man. What's good, man? This is the critic versus the people. I am the critic, Tommy G, and you are the people. We got a star-studded. I don't want to say star-studded, but we got a good show today. I always go over the shows that we did last, and then I bring up the new stocks that's in the stock room. So we're gonna see what went up and what went down in the stock room from last week. Last week we had Lenny Williams. It's yours, this new video. Lenny Williams is the guy that brung us Cause I Love You. People are remixing that song right now. It's a banger. It's maybe the best love song ever, but he dropped some new music. So the new music, it's not coming off like Ronald Ozzy, man. Ronald Ozzy is still making classic hits to this day. And I might probably have to do his new track, not today, but maybe the next time. So, but the Lenny Williams new track, I gave it a 2.5 out of 5, and the people that spoken, it says there's a 2.5 out of 5. It's a dirt song, man. I mean, it's entertaining and it's kind of comical at the same time, but the music still got to be good, man. Come on, don't give us no crap out there. I know you be performing because we got a Southern Soul Super Bowl and you come perform, but you got that banger, so you ain't really gotta put out no new bangers. But that banger, that's not a banger. So if y'all think it's different, y'all think the new Lenny Williams track is good, just put it in the comments. All right, Heat shootout scene, man. The people that spoken is the Heat shootout scene, the greatest shootout scene in film history. You know what I'm saying? With Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. It was like a bank robbery movie. And I gave it a 5 out of 5. And the people that have spoken, it stays at a 5.5, man. Well, 5 out of 5, I'm talking about in the stock room. That's both MJs. It's one of the greatest shootout scenes in cinema history. So it stays at a 5 out of 5. We talked about the Oscars, man. Y'all know how I feel about these new award shows, man. I don't feel like they be giving the right people the right awards, man. So for that, the award shows are dirt, man. The BET Award, the Oscars, the Grammys. They don't give us a reason to watch because we trying to feel like it's staged almost. When you watch an award show, it can't feel staged. And I feel like some of these people getting awards don't deserve this award, even the nomination. Sometimes you like nominated that, you know what I'm saying? So It's dirt to me. The Oscars was dirt. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. It could be way better. I mean, it was a couple of things that was, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But looked like all the most things was like the behind the scenes stuff. So I guess you had to be there to to get a different experience of the Oscars. But I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. What you give it? You know what I'm saying? You know, we could still rock this. Tank Davis' performance, man. We all know that he didn't give his best performance, but Lamont Roach came to box. And they done boxed a couple of times, so they know each other, which makes a good fight. So I gave it a 3 out of 5. It's touching around, man. It was entertainment, bro. There's some controversial stuff where he took a knee and talking about he had grease in his eyes and all that, bro. Come on, man. We Let's just be real about it. Tank been on some BS, man. He talking about retiring from boxing. He keep going at Mayweather. He keep not train. I don't feel like he trained to his to Tank level training to be where he at right now. So I gave it it was entertaining. I gave it a 3 out of 5. Touching around. Devin the dude, man. They asked should he have a tiny disc, and I say yay. You know what I'm talking about? 5 out of 5. He one of them artists that if you play his music, you can play his music. He got timeless music, man. The dude, every time he come to Texas, well, Dallas, he from New Boston. Y'all didn't think I knew that, but he from New Boston, but he represent the H. But yeah, man, Devin one of them artists, man. Every time he come to the city, it's packed. And we love him. You know what I'm saying? So I had to give him his props. You know what I'm talking about? 5 out of 5 for artistry. You know what I'm saying? He can sing, he can rap. The style of his music, you got to be in tune in that, man. You got to be all the way in with that. All right, we did a versus mode last week, and we asked. I don't, me personally, I don't understand how this one film can be on there. So this is the versus mode from last week. We had Love Jones, we had Love and Basketball, and we had Love Don't Cost a Thing. I guess because all of them had love in the title. But how can you say, well, how can Love Don't Cost a Thing be on this list, man? I mean, that's one of them films where I probably only watched it like 2 times, bruh. Love Jones, I used to come home when I was in college, and I used to watch this film every time I came home. You know what I'm talking about? That, The Mac, those are my movies. One of it's up there. So Love Jones, I picked Love Jones and the people that spoken. They were doing this on at the American Black Film Festival where they was asking like the Keke Palmers and the celebrities, the dude from Rebel something on Netflix, and I was shocked that everybody did say Love Jones. You know what I'm talking about? And a couple of people was picking Love and Basketball. A couple picked Love Don't Cost a Thing, and I don't know how. I guess Love Jones is up there, man. It's one of the greatest romantic dramas to me. The Mac is one of my favorite films of all time. So those are a couple of my favorite films of all time. All right. So y'all can still vote on those. Let's go back over them. Lenny Williams, is yours. Heat shootout scene. Is it the greatest shootout scene of all times in movie magic? I mean, in movie history. The Oscars, Tank Davis fight, Devin the Dude. Is it 5 out of 5, or do you rank him something different? And the verses from last week, which is better, Love Jones, Love and Basketball, or Love Don't Cost a Thing? And I say Love Jones. All right, let's get into it, man. This week in the stock room, man, I have J. Cole, cLOUDs. I have Nintendo 64, GoldenEye 007. Yes, sir. I have, because this weekend I made some lemon pepper stepper wings, man. Tenders. So I got lemon pepper seasoning, hot lemon pepper seasoning. You know what I'm talking about? All right, and fourth I have Wrong Place, Wrong Time. It's a Tubi original movie starring April Jones. We're going to get into that as well. The UFL, spring football about to start. You know what I'm saying? So the UFL is on the list, man. Is it a good? Do you like the spring football or you don't? We're gonna talk about it. All right. This month they releasing those Air Jordan 9s, the Cool Grey joints. So we're gonna talk about the Cool Grey joints. Uh Day parties, man. You know the weather done changed, the time changed and all that. So let's talk about day parties, man. Do you like day parties? How do you feel about day parties? We're gonna talk about it. All right. C Murder. C Murder, you know, he had a birthday March 9th. So I just seen that, man. Shout out to C Murder. Percy Murder. I mean, not I forgot bro name, but C Murder is Master P brother. And his birthday is on March 9th. So happy birthday to C Murder. I'm gonna call him C Murder. Versus mode this week, man. We got a versus mode. Since we talking about hot lemon pepper. Which one you like better, drums or flats? Let's get into that discussion. You know what I'm talking about? All right. And then it's kind of a versus mode. Yeah, I say it's a versus mode. If you only had 1 quarter, and you know, when we was younger, we used to go to the arcades, man. The West End, different malls had arcades, and we used to travel to go to. And you know what I'm saying? My cousin, quick story, my cousin used to work at Valley View in the arcade section, man. I had unlimited coins. He would just come over there, hook it up. I'd be playing for hours, man. Just in there. My grandma had to come pick me up and get me up out of there, man. But yeah, if you only had 1 quarter, which game would you play? Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter II, Ninja Turtles, or The Simpsons? You let me know in the comments. All right, let's get into it real quick, man. This is the stock room where stocks rise and stocks falls, and we're gonna rate these people, man. So, J. Cole cLOUDs. Let's talk about it, man. This song dropped on February 21st this year, 2025. He on the track he expressed, you know, he had a lot of stuff on his track. We talked about the Donald Trump assassination attempt. He talked about the K Dot diss. He talked about his fear of AI. You know what I'm saying? So, and a couple other things, man. But you know, let's rate this. You know what I'm saying? The song, man. The song is hard. I ain't gonna lie. The beat is banging. What he's saying on it, you don't really, you know, when I heard it, I was in a car riding satellite radio. It came on. At first, I really just didn't catch his voice like that. But as you listen, you say that, oh yeah, that's cold, because the lyrics was he was going on that mug. So it's definitely Duncan, man. I wouldn't put it at both MJs. It's a song that I can listen to multiple times, maybe multiple times in a row. So me grading that, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, man, just because of he had to get some stuff off his chest, man. So that's Duncan, man. That's top of the market. You know what I'm saying? That's Vince Carter, man, arm in the rim. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. J. Cole new track, cLOUDs. So what do y'all think about it? What y'all rank it from 1 to 5? You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. You know what I'm saying? In the stock room, J. Cole, cLOUDs. All right, let's talk about it, man. This next stock is one of them stocks that's kind of dear to my heart, man, because when I was in high school, this game had us in a chokehold, man. I mean, on the weekends, we would go to somebody's house, a different friend. You had 4 controllers, and you had 007. You had Fiend that just dropped off No Limit. I keep my strap on me at all time. That was like the soundtrack to 007, high school. Bruh, I mean, this one of them games that you really have to have in your collection if you like my age and you got a game room and you got different game systems. you got to have a Nintendo 64 with 007 with 4 sticks, man. I tell you right now, if you want to turn some grown men into kids, you walk them in somewhere and they got that 4 sticks. You got 4 of your partners, man. Y'all walk in there and you see that 007 Golden Eye from Nintendo 64 on there. You're going to instantly turn into a little kid, man. You're going to instantly turn into a little kid. So for that, what I give it, it's gotta be one of the greatest video games to me. You know, y'all new age guys, y'all got the graphics and different things like that. This was like third person though. You just see the banger and you see the people, and you can go through little different tunnels and all that different things like that. GoldenEye dropped in March. It was dropped in March 27th in 1998, man. That's my junior year in high school. I just don't want to tell my age, but yeah, 1997, man. We turned us back into some little kids, man, because we was on that game. I mean, staying up all night, zombie mode. You know what I'm saying? And if you was doing different activities like drinking and smoking, the good thing is you had us in a location. All right, they over such and such, and they ain't moving. It ain't like, all right, we go over there, we're gonna go out and do all that. No, we went over there and we wasn't not moving for the whole weekend until Monday when you had to go back to school, or Sunday night when you had to go home. But you playing it all day Sunday until it's a certain time, like, bro, you got to get ready for school tomorrow. So, yeah. GoldenEye, Nintendo 64, 007, 5 out of 5. Gold level, both MJs. Gotta give it that, man. It had us cooked for a long time. Even when I went off to college, somebody had that Nintendo 64. We used to play Killer Instinct, GoldenEye. You know, of course, we played Madden. Madden is one of them games too. I got to put that in the mix. I just watched the Madden series on Amazon Prime, man. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. If you have never played GoldenEye Nintendo 64 version, because they tried to build another version. I think later on, Sony PlayStation had one. It's not the same. It wasn't the same because they could have made it. That game was simple, but it was fun though. It had a golden gun. You had a AR-15. You had a revolver. You had the silencer. You know what I'm saying? And then they came out with a Dark Something where you could shoot through the walls and stuff. That game was cool too, but it wasn't 007 though. All right, let's talk about it. This weekend, I made some hot lemon pepper tenders. And I'll just say, hey man, how do y'all feel about hot lemon pepper? Do y'all like hot lemon pepper, or do y'all think that it should just be regular lemon pepper? Or is you a lemon pepper fan at all? I like lemon pepper. You know, when we go to like Wingstop and America's Best and places that I get tenders and wings from, one of those flavors got to be lemon pepper. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but then now we are added in the hot lemon pepper. You know what I'm talking about? And then it's got some good side effects for being like spicy food. Spicy food got good, well, cayenne pepper. It helps the blood flow and all that. You know what I'm talking about? And so that most of these hot sauces got cayenne. I don't go past the hot lemon pepper or hot wings. I like to enjoy my food, man. This is people that like ghost peppers and different things like that. I'm not getting into all that, man. I mean, how do you enjoy something when all your taste buds are burnt out? So, well, hot lemon pepper, man. I like hot lemon pepper, especially from like Wingstop. America's Best do it a little better. If you haven't ever been to America's Best, you've got a couple of locations here in DFW. You might not have that where you at, but hot lemon pepper overall, if you had to say, hey, can y'all make some hot lemon pepper? It's all like, it's just hot sauce with lemon pepper, but it's got to be mixed right. Like the formula got to be right. So, I mean, it's cool. Can you do without it? I can do without it. So I'm gonna say it's touching the rim, man. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 for hot lemon pepper. 3 out of 5. You know, I think Laura's is a goat seasoning. You know what I'm saying? Lemon pepper is cool, but it's cool. If the reason why I give it a 3 out of 5 is because if it's not hot, then it's still cool. You know what I'm talking about? If you just got lemon pepper. But all right, let's talk about it. Wrong place, wrong time. Starring April Jones, man. April Jones, I was impressed. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, she's a pretty good actress. You know what I'm saying? And Tubi, y'all Tubi originals, y'all been coming with it, man. Cinnamon, wrong place, wrong time. I will actually watch this film again. It was entertaining. I don't want to give too much of the movie, but you can go watch it on Tubi because Tubi is free. Got commercials in it. If you can't stand commercials, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I usually be doing something while watching something anyway. So, the wrong place, wrong time on Tubi. It was a cool watch, man. The girls was acting, everything was believable. They had my guy from the Johnson series on Hulu and Bounce TV. He was in it. Bro was a snake, you know what I'm saying? He kind of tried to snake his partner out, which was April Jones. They were police officers. Her daughter got into some trouble being somewhere she wasn't supposed to be. And then mama had to come save her and rescue her. And then they ran into a lady that was a special ops, you know what I'm talking about? And she actually protected them. And April had hands in this movie too, so don't think that all right, she was just one of them battered. She was actually on the police force, and she threw hands in this movie too. I liked her acting. I mean, for real. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. I'm gonna just be honest. It's touching the rim. Could it have been better at some places? Yes. So I'm gonna say it's touching the rim. It's a good watch. You should check it out. It's a 3.5 out of 5. You know what I'm saying? It's mid, but it's a good watch. And like I said, I would watch it again because it was that entertaining to me. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. What do you give it? All right, let's talk about it. Spring football is about to start, man. Actually, spring football starts on the 28th. You know what I'm talking about? So the UFL kicks off March 28, 2025. This league just merged last year, the XFL and the USFL. They merged to become the UFL. And they got kind of like both rules. It's still football in the spring. I mean, they're a little more relentless than the NFL with penalties on touching quarterbacks and different things like that. It's very entertaining to watch. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, because I like it because it gives us more football in the springtime, which is a dead period in football. I mean, all we got is the draft. We got the combine. We got spring OTAs, which we don't really see too much of. We just hear right now it's a draft thing where everybody drafted. I mean, what is it? Trades, the NFL trades. So it's going crazy right now with the NFL trades and people going different places and my Cowboys still ain't doing what they supposed to do, man. We got a running back now. We're getting rid of. We already did that formula where we get rid of somebody that done produced for somebody else. And bro, you need multiple running backs. You need multiple receivers. So us getting rid of high producing people, I don't understand that. But the UFL, the reason I like it because it gives college kids another opportunity to make it to the big stage, man, which is the NFL. You know what I'm talking about? And you got people like Turpentine, you know what I'm saying, the kicker, Aubrey. You got people that go to this league and play hard, and then they go to the NFL and ball, man. So I just like seeing that story, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I didn't give up on football, and then the games are entertaining. It's like a mixture between the college and the NFL. So they're gonna play hard because they know what's on the line, man. And on the line is more money because of popularity thing. Uh, I'm pretty sure they do stuff where they get endorsement deals and different things like that as well. And the NFL is still on the line because if you got the footage, it's like you get more footage. So UFL, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, man. It's definitely dunking because it gives us football in a period of time where it's really not a lot of football. It's just a lot of talk on football. You can actually go to games. And, Dallas, we got the Arlington Renegades. I think Houston got a team because they killed some of the teams in both leagues, and then they still set it. And I think they're gonna add more teams as this thing grow. This is just the second year. The first year was success. I'm gonna be watching this year, so I'll give it a 4 out of 5, man. 4 out of 5 stars. It's definitely dunking. What I think could be better is, when people do get selected from the NFL, they don't have no off period. So yeah, I could probably scoot it back to the beginning of March, maybe do the playoffs in July or because what happens, well, even if they do it in July, early July, maybe 4th of July, after the 4th of July, whatever, even if they do that, if you get selected, I mean, it's go time right then. So I don't know what the solution can be. I mean, February is cold. They can start in January where it could, January is actually, and it's still part of the winter. So the spring is March. I say March. So I don't know. I don't know how to fix it, but it's a 4 out of 5 to me. If they can fix that issue where they can get a little time off, or that's just the price they got to pay. What y'all think, man? 4 out of 5. What do y'all think about it? All right, let's talk about it, man. The Air Jordan 9s, the Cool Greys. Let's see, they dropped in 2002. You know what I'm saying? They re-releasing this month. 2002 is a good year for me. That's when I became an Omega, and that's when I was in college. I think it was my junior year. I had my son, Tommy Jr. Shout out to Tommy Jr. and them Kansas Jayhawks. They loaded up. They ready. They're in spring practice right now. Go to this spring game next month, April 11th. I'm excited. They got the new stadium building. I just want to give them a quick shout out, man. But shout out to little Tommy and the Kansas Jayhawks. But them Cool Greys came out in 2002. That's when my son was born. That's when I crossed in Omega. And they call them the AJ9s, man, the Cool Grey joints. Them mugs are hard, though. I can give it to you, man. I would definitely like to own a pair. I mean, they make you jump through loops. I mean, not really. I mean, you could go out and wait in the line to get some Air Jordans, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? You can order them. You can try to do the ordering thing. It's kind of difficult, but I understand they in high demand. When they drop some heat, and these are some heat, they be in high demand, and it's people out there that buys bulks just so they can come back and sell them online. They ain't gonna be 200 though. I'm gonna just be honest with you. It might be a little more than 200. You might have to pay 5, but just depending on how much you want. But I'm gonna give them a 4 out of 5, man. The Cool Grey joints, they cool. You know what I'm talking about? So 4 out of 5. It's definitely Duncan, MJ Duncan from the free throw line. Yes, sir. It's top of the market for sure. Those are Jordan 9s. It's one of the favorites. You know what I'm saying? The patent leather. I had a pair of Her Jordans. Well, I still got a pair of Her Jordans. So, yeah, man. 4 out of 5. What y'all give the Cool Grey 9s? That's my phone, my camera. Hold on. Push record again. That must have died. All right, cool. Let's keep this going then. All right. Day parties, man. Let me tell y'all a quick story, man. I used to be a promoter here in Dallas. I'm promoted at Stars 2026, the Ice Bar, Ronnie's in Deep Ellum. If you're from this area, you know what I'm saying. I did big promotions like Young Dro, Travis Scott. I've been in shows on stage with Gucci and Jeezy and things like that. I was heavily into the promotional game. I worked with a guy that was very prominent here. Shout out to Game 101 Radio and my guy, Mr. Nike. You know what I'm saying? But we did a lot of promotion. I think day parties are cool, man, especially the older you get, because you can go in the daytime, and if you decide you want to do something different at night, or if you want to go home and relax, you know what I'm talking about. So you go in the daytime, everything pretty much cheaper. Now that people done caught on to the day party theme thing, they might be higher, because I think we went to local. I gave that, it's dirt. I ain't gonna lie to you. They charge you to get in and all that, man. When you try to get too much money off people, that's what I don't like. You know what I'm talking about? And then, we heard about the food. So some people come for the food, some people come for the entertainment. They party like a little mixture of both. They have drink specials. And they might do a party at night. It's the patio, the weather's changing, we got daylight savings. If I was to try to do something where I have to do every week, I would do a day party where I can go home at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Get my money, go home at a certain time. Maybe do a day party concert or something like that. I don't want to be out late. As an older guy, and when I did promotions, I used to live in the club, man. So basically, if I'm gonna come into your spot, I'm coming to eat. Most likely, you got some good food and people giving you good reviews on your food. So I'm coming to eat. I don't want to be charged to park, to get in. None of that. I don't. Do you do that at restaurants? No. So it's like a restaurant party. People do different things at day parties. So maybe I just go to a regular restaurant, but hey, if it's a day party that's jumping, and then a lot of them like to try to turn them into like day parties, like the kitchen downtown, and bro wasn't having it. So day parties, the older you get, the cooler they get, because you can go there, relax, chill, maybe sit on the patio and enjoy music, as long as the music ain't too loud. You know what I'm saying? So I say it's a 3.5 out of 5 day parties. You know what I'm saying? What what would boost that? I don't know. Maybe not the charge, people getting them. Maybe not charging to get in, maybe not charging for parking and different things like that. Lead with your food, even if you got a DJ in there spinning. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got to have the right promoter. So the promoters got to be likable, and people got to kind of rock with them, mess with them. You know what I'm talking about? So last but not least on the stock board is C Murder. Happy birthday to C Murder. You know what I'm saying? His birthday was March 9th. C Murder dropped 21 albums, bruh. Not including the True albums that he was on and a couple other, he did features on a couple of people albums. You know what I'm saying? One of his hardest No Limit tapes, I think, was Life or Death. One of his hardest songs that he was on was that F the Mother Niggas. You know what I'm talking about? He did a hook and he did a verse on there. And that, if you hear that to this day, they amp you up. Is C Murder one of them top dogs when it comes to No Limit? Yes, he is, because of his voice, his delivery. As you knew he was real. In my days, that mattered. You know what I'm talking about? We didn't have internet. You know what I'm saying? So basically, when we got some information about somebody, we didn't care if they had the best music on the planet. If we felt like they was fraudulent people, we didn't put their stuff in a CD player. I mean, that's just my generation. We was hard on artists, and it was a lot easier to cover up different things. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't cover that up and it came out that you was a rat, or you did something where you snitched on your partner, not even rat, and just you did some fraudulent stuff to another artist, or you know what I'm saying, some other artists that we like, And C Murder always been 100, real guy. Music A1, one of them top artists of No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Always had some bangers on his CDs, and even the tracks that he was on, he wasn't. You can't never say. Don't nobody ever say, "Hey, C Murder can't rap." You know, they try to say that Silk the Shocker was the worst rapper on that list, and we combated that crap. You know what I'm talking about? But ain't nobody ever said C Murder was on that list. C Murder had the delivery, he had the verses, he had the beats. So I'm gonna give C Murder a good 4 out of 5. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what 4 out of 5 for his musical deliverance, songs, bangers. Like I said, he was on F them other dudes. I'm trying to do the political thing, but 4 out of 5. He definitely Duncan. One of my favorite No Limit artists, on top of Fiend, Mystical, C Murder, Snoop when Snoop was on Death Row. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what else I could tell you. All right, let's get into it. These versus modes, man. And I'm gonna hop off this thing. This versus mode is drums versus flats. Which one you like more? I like drums more, but I see people that say they like flats. Flats, you got two bones, you got to tear them apart. Some people show you how they can eat them and pull them apart quicker. The whole nine on that, but nah, I just like them drumettes, man. Them drums, if they right, they right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be tearing apart. You can just bite into them. It might have a little gristle on it, but I'm a drum guy. So what are you? What you think is better, the drums or the flats? Let us know. The last but not least, if you had 1 quarter and you can go to the Fur Park or if they build Valley View back and had an arcade in there, or you got an arcade room and you got all these arcades and you go to the holy grail of arcade rooms with 4 games in it and you only got 1 quarter. Which game would you put that quarter in? Would it be Mortal Kombat? When Mortal Kombat first came out, man, it was brutal, man. That's what we loved about the game. It was so brutal. It was knocking heads off and pulling people's spines out and freezing people to death. We loved it. All right. Second, Street Fighter. I mean, Street Fighter had us in the chokehold, especially when that Super Nintendo came out, man. The Super Nintendo with the Street Fighter. I had a partner that I went to elementary with. He had the game. I used to get, not knocking my mama or nothing, but she always made a way, made it happen. It might not have been at that time, but she figured it out so we can get it later. But when it first came out, my guy had 2 controllers. We went to his house after school, and I can remember right now playing Street Fighter, man. It kind of give you chills almost, you know what I'm saying? Where you're in that thing and you playing and you didn't want to leave. I'm just be honest with you. I didn't want to ride my bike home that day. We was hooked, but we had to leave because had to be in the house when them lights turn on. So Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Ninja Turtles, man. If you ever played Ninja Turtles on Nintendo, I think it was on Super Nintendo as well. And or you ever played it at the arcade, the big arcade game? Ninja Turtles is one of them games that's real fun, man. It's real fun. It's a 4-player game, and we only could play it at the arcade with 4 players. But Ninja Turtles is one of them games that's real hard to beat. The shredders, the whole nine, man. So Ninja Turtles, The Simpsons, man. The Simpsons. If you know, you know. You know what I'm talking about. You could pick Homer, Bart, Lisa, the mama. I think you could even pick the baby was the one that you had to save in the game. But you hitting people with vacuum cleaners. It was a fun game. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was one of the games where you didn't think it was fun, but we were Simpson fans. So the Simpson fan, the game, it was, that. So, all right, if you had 1 quarter, which quarter would you put put that quarter in? Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter II, Ninja Turtles, or The Simpsons? So y'all let me know in the comments. But hey, I'm gonna hop off this thing, man. DTR TV. This is a DTR TV show. If you haven't downloaded the channel on the app, it's free on Roku, Fire Stick TV, Apple TV, Google Play, and the Apple Store. You can go check it out, or you can watch it. See, that's Roku right there, but you can watch it on the internet as well. So the link in the link tree. So check us out, download it. This is a DTR original series, show, whatever y'all want to call this. The Critic versus the People. I want to give a shout out to one of my sponsors, NoticeSenseCo.com, where you can get candles, wax melts, incense, and they all got natural fragrances. So go on there, purchase you a candle, purchase you some wax melts, purchase you some incense where you ain't gotta put all them chemicals in the air, and it smells wonderful with a message. So that, and then PpSquared Productions, man. PpSquared Productions is my production company that I do my films in. We have some fundraising stuff coming up. We got a screening for Social Glitches, and we also do production Mondays over there on my page, PpSquared Productions YouTube page, man, where I break down how you can break down a big task into small blocks. So I also have a free goal sheet that you can get from PpSquared.com just by joining the newsletter. DTR TV is coming out with a newsletter too, because we got a casting list, we got a business list, and if you get on that list, we send you stuff first. You be the first to know what we casting for. Your business, we broadcast your business because we got something coming up on the site, on the channel, where just stay tuned. Just put your name on that business list if you're a business owner. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna holler at y'all next week, man. Tuesday, same time. We're going live at 5. This is the new time that I'm gonna be going live with. You know, we live from the stock room. Stock room gonna look different next time. I got a board that I'm gonna be coloring. You know, got the up arrow, down arrow, the stock. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna do it real big. So hopefully y'all enjoying the show. And make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the only place where you can argue your points, man. And if you get enough people that can argue your points, the stock go up and down. So get with me. All right. See y'all on the next one. Peace.